Good morning, students. Today I started IIT syllabus. So first chapter is real numbers. Already we learned in the textbook, no, real numbers. So before we are going to real numbers, what are the set of numbers? What is the first set of numbers? Natural numbers. What are called natural numbers, children? What are called natural numbers? The counting numbers. What are called natural numbers? The counting numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, so on are called no? Natural numbers. And what is the symbol of natural numbers, children? Capital N. What is the symbol of natural numbers? Capital N. And how to write the set for natural numbers? 1, 2, 3, 4, so on. Is there any greatest number for natural numbers? No. Why? Because there are infinite numbers are there. Infinite natural numbers are there. There is no greatest number. Okay. And next, and which is the smallest natural number, children? Which is the smallest natural number? 1 is the smallest natural number. Okay. Now see the note. Natural numbers are denoted by n. Natural numbers are also called counting numbers. Natural numbers are also called counting numbers. The first and the smallest natural number is 1 and the largest natural number cannot be determined. Why? Because here infinite numbers are there. So we can't determine largest number. Every natural number except 1 can be obtained by adding 1 to the previous natural number. Okay. So every natural number except 1 can be obtained by adding 1 except 1 for every natural number except 1 they are having adding 1 we get the previous natural number. Okay, but except 1 there is any previous natural number is there? No. Why? Because 1 is only smallest natural number, there is no previous number. Okay, so for the natural number 1 there is no previous natural number. We cannot complete the counting of all natural numbers since there are infinitely many natural numbers. Next one, whole numbers. Next one is whole numbers. What are called whole numbers, children? Before we are going to whole numbers, first we have the introduction of zero is there. The word zero is a translation of Sanskrit word shunya, which means empty. So the word zero is translated in Sanskrit. What is that word? Shunya, which means it is empty. The first known English use was in 1598. It is denoted by zero. Definition of whole numbers. What is the definition of whole numbers, children? The natural numbers along with zero are called whole numbers. The natural numbers, these are all natural numbers, along with zero are called whole numbers. What is the symbol of whole numbers? Capital W. And what is the set? 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. So which is the smallest whole number here? 0 is the smallest whole number. And which is the largest whole number? We can't determine. Why? Because there are infinite whole numbers are there. So only we are getting smallest whole number. We can't determine largest whole number. Okay, children, there are infinite whole numbers are there. Next note, whole numbers are denoted by capital W. The smallest whole number is 0 and the largest whole number cannot be determined. All natural numbers are whole numbers and the converse need not be proved. See here, all natural numbers are whole numbers or not? Yes, all natural numbers are in whole numbers. But all whole numbers not in natural numbers. Why? Because 0 is not there in natural numbers. Did you understand now? All natural numbers are under in whole numbers. But whole numbers need not be in natural numbers. So the difference between any two consecutive whole numbers is 1. So what is the difference between two consecutive whole numbers? Difference is 1. For 0 to 1, 1 difference is there. 1 to 2, 1 difference. 2 to 3, 1 difference is there. Okay. Next, integers. What is the next type of number? Integers. Integers means what, ma? The set of positive numbers and next negative numbers along with 0 are called integers. The set of positive numbers, negative numbers along with 0 are called integers. Otherwise, another definition also is there. What is that? The whole numbers with negative numbers are called integers. The whole numbers along with negative numbers are called integers. Okay. And what is the symbol of integers? Capital Z. Capital Z or capital I. Capital Z or capital I. And how to write the set? Negative numbers are there. -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, so on. So, in the set of integers, what are those? Negative numbers are there, positive numbers are there along with 0. Okay. So, 0 left side are negative numbers, 0 right side are positive numbers are there. Okay. Next important point, see, the set of negative numbers along with set of whole numbers is known as integers and is denoted by capital Z. There are infinite positive numbers to the right of 0 and infinite negative numbers to the left of 0. 0 is neither positive nor negative integer. So 0 here is there. It is neither positive integer nor negative integer. 0 is not a positive integer, 0 is not a negative integer. Okay. And next, set 1, 2, 3, 4, so on is there. These are called positive integers. These are called positive integers and is denoted by Z plus and is denoted by Z plus. Positive integers or these are natural numbers of capital N. Okay. Next, set negative numbers. So on -4, -3, -2, -1. These are set of negative integers. These are indicated by Z minus. Okay, these are all set of negative integers. And 0, 1, 2, 3, so on is called set of non-negative integers denoted by Z plus. And set of -3, -2, -1, 0 is called set of non-positive integers denoted by Z minus. The numbers -1, -2, -3, so on are called additive inverses of 1, 2, 3. What are the additive inverses of 1, 2, 3? Additive inverse means you have to change the sign. So what are the additive inverses of 1, 2, 3? -1, -2, -3, so on. Okay. Next type of numbers is rational numbers. What are called rational numbers, children? Rational numbers. Rational numbers means the number which can be written in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0 are called rational numbers. The number that can be written in the form of P by Q form, that is fraction form. Okay. So here Q is not equal to 0 and P and Q are integers. So these are called rational numbers. And what is the symbol of rational numbers, children? Q. Why you are using capital Q? Because rational numbers are also called as quotient numbers. Okay. Rational numbers are also called as quotient numbers. That's why we are taking as symbol capital Q. Okay, ma'am. Now, how to write in the set P by Q form? How to write P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0. So these are the rational numbers. Okay, ma'am. Next, numerator and denominator of a rational number. If P by Q is a rational number, then the integer P is known as numerator and the integer Q is called denominator. So here P by Q is there. No, P is for numerator, Q is for denominator. Okay. Next, positive and negative rational numbers. Did you know positive and rational numbers, children? Positive rational numbers means 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 5 by 4, 6 by 9. So these are all positive rational numbers. Okay. And next see minus 3 by minus 5, minus 6 by minus 9. These are all positive rational numbers only. Why? Because here negatives, both are negatives means it will be cancelled. So it will be positive. So these are all positive rational numbers. And negative rational numbers means what? Minus 1 by 2, minus 1 by 3, minus 5 by 4, 6 by minus 9. These are all negative rational numbers. It has at least numerator have negative or denominator have negative. Any one have negative means that rational number called negative rational number. Okay, now. 0 is a rational number. 0 is a rational number or not? Yes, 0 is a rational number. Why? Because 0 can be written as 0 by 1 or 0 by 2 or 0 by 100. Any one you can write. 0 is a rational number. Did you understand, ma'am? When 0 is divided by any integer, the result is 0. Division by 0 is not defined. But P by 0, it is defined, it is not defined. Okay. So P by 0 is not defined. Okay. Division by 0 is not defined. Next, difference between fraction and rational number. So P by Q is in the form of fraction. But they are called as rational number. What is the difference between fraction and rational number? See that. A number of the form P by Q where P and Q are whole numbers and Q is not equal to 0 is called fraction. So in the fraction P by Q means here P and Q are whole numbers. There is no negative numbers. Okay. So that one is called fraction. Okay. But here in the rational numbers P and Q are integers. Integers means it is whether it is positive number is there, whether it is negative number also is there. So what is the difference between fraction and rational number, children? Fraction having only whole numbers. There is no integers. Okay. And rational numbers having integers. Did you understand? That is the difference between fraction and rational numbers. Did you understand, children? Next, representation of rational numbers on the number line. How to represent the rational numbers on the number line, children? First, what you should do? You can draw a number line. You can draw a number line. Okay. Here 0, 1, 2. You can divide the number line with equal distance. With equal distance units you should take. Here minus 1. Okay. Now you have to represent 3 by 4 on the number line. You have to represent 3 by 4 on the number line. How to represent? So here denominator is 4. Denominator is here 4 is there. Okay, ma. So you should divide 0 to 1 4 parts. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Again 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now divide 0 of the 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 1 means 4 by 4. Next this one 5 by 4, 6 by 4, 7 by 4, 8 means 8 by 4. Did you understand how to divide, children? Like that negative also. Minus 1 by 4, minus 2 by 4, minus 3 by 4, minus 4 by 4. Okay, now can you represent 3 by 4 on the number line? Yes, here 3 by 4 is there. Like that you have to represent on the number line. Did you understand, ma'am? First you have to check the denominator. Here 4 is there. So you should divide 4 parts. Okay. Suppose here 2 is there means you should divide 2 parts. Suppose here 5 is there, you should divide 5 parts. Did you understand, ma'am? That is the representation of number line. Next, comparison of rational numbers. To compare the rational numbers, we may notice the following points. A positive rational number is always greater than negative rational number. Already you know, every positive number is always greater than the negative number. Here also rational number, positive rational number is always greater than the negative rational number. 0 is greater than every negative rational number and less than every positive rational number. Okay. So 0 is every negative rational number is greater. Okay. 0 is greater than the negative rational number but less than the positive rational number. Rational numbers are divided into two types. Rational number having the same denominator, rational numbers having the different denominators. Okay, rational number having the same denominators means what is that? Like. And rational numbers different denominators means unlike. Next, density property of rational numbers. Definition of density property of rational numbers. Between any two given rational numbers there exists uncountable rational numbers. This property of rational numbers is called property of density. So between any two rational numbers they are having infinite rational numbers are there. Between any two rational numbers they are having infinite rational numbers are there. So that property is called property of density. So that property is called property of density. See here, insertion of rational numbers between any two rational numbers. Case 1. First case, how to find the rational number between two rational numbers. If A and B are any two rational numbers, then the rational number exactly between A and B is A plus B by 2. Okay, already we learned. If you find any rational number between two rational numbers, what is that? Formula already we learned now. Mean formula A plus B by 2. A plus B by 2. Suppose you should find 3 by 4, 5 by 4 is there. Okay. Now you should find the rational number between these two. What is the rational number between these two? A plus B by 2. That means 3 by 4 plus 5 by 4 by 2. So 3 plus 5 by 4 into 2. 3 plus 5 how much? 8. 8 by 8. That is 1. So between two rational numbers, what is the between rational number? 1. Okay. Like that you have to find it. That is the first case. Next case 2. If A by D and C by D are any two rational numbers, then A plus C by D plus D is the rational number between A by B and C by D. Next, second case, what is that ratio? How to find? Case 2, A plus C by B plus D. If you take, shall we go to an example? 3 by 7 and 9 by 13. So here there are two rational numbers. You have to find rational number between these two. Okay. How to find? You have to take this formula. Why? Because your denominators are different now. That's why we are taking this formula. Okay. So A plus C. A plus C means you have to add numerators and you have to add denominators. So what is that? A means 3, C means 9, by B means 7, D means 13. And adding on the numerators and adding on the denominators. 3 plus 9, 12 by 7 plus 13, 20. There is any calculation? Yes. 2 6, 2 10, 2 3, 2 5. So 3 by 5. Okay, ma'am. 3 by 5 is the rational number between these two. Did you understand, ma'am? Next, case 3. Let A and B are any two rational numbers such as A is less than b. Suppose if you want to insert n rational numbers between a and d, there exists d in such a way that d is equal to b minus a by n plus 1. And a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d, so on, a plus nd are n rational numbers between a and b. So, suppose you have to find 3 rational numbers or 4 rational numbers or 5 rational numbers, so on, n rational numbers. What is the formula? Case 3. You have to find n rational numbers between 2 rational numbers. How to find? You have to take this formula. b minus a by n plus 1. d equal to. This is the formula. So, example, you find 3 rational numbers between 7 and 9. Between 7 and 9, you have to find 3 rational numbers. How to find? 7 and 9 is there. Here a is equal to 7, b is equal to 9. Okay, ma? Now, using this formula, b, what is b? 9. 9 minus a, how much? 7 by n. What is n? Here, how many they ask? 3 rational numbers. So, n means 3. 3 plus 1. 9 minus 7, 2. 3 plus 1, 4. So, 1 by 2. Okay, ma? 1 by 2. Again, you have to take. So, 1 rational number will get. So, another 2 rational numbers. How to find? This is d. This is d. What is the d value? 1 by 2 will get. Next, a plus d. A plus d. A means how much? 7. 7 plus d is 1 by 2. So, add 2 7s, 14 plus 1 by 2. 15 by 2. Okay. So, 15 by 2 is done. Next, a plus 2d. A plus 2d. A means 7 plus 2 into d means 1 by 2. 2 will be cancelled. 7 plus 1 how much? 8. So these 3 are rational numbers 1 by 2, 15 by 2, 8. So these are 3 rational numbers between 7 and 9. Okay children, like that you should find it among. You can take any method you have to take, case 1, case 2, case 3. You have to take any one method, you should find the rational numbers between 2 rational numbers. Okay, ma'am? Did you understand, children? Next one, see children. Next topic. Decimal representation of rational numbers. Okay, decimal representation. What is the introduction? We can represent a rational number as a decimal number by log division process. So, log division process we are getting decimal representation. First one is what is the terminating decimal, and next one is non-terminating recurring decimal, and third one is non-terminating non-recurring decimal. Okay, ma'am? So, terminating decimal. What is called terminating decimal, children? Yes, in the decimal we are having finite numbers only that are called terminating decimals. See, if the number of decimal places after the decimal point is finite, then the decimal number is called terminating decimal. Okay. Suppose one example take 1 by 2 is there. So you can do division. 0 times 1. Put the decimal point 0. 2 5 10. So 0.5. Here remainder will get 0 and quotient is finite. After decimal point it is finite number only. Okay, fine. 0.5. So this decimal is called terminating decimal. Did you understand what terminating decimal? Terminating decimal. Next, another one, non-terminating decimal, recurring decimal. 20 by 3. 3 is 6, 18. 2 is remainder. Keep the decimal point 0. Again 3, 6, 18. 2, 0, 18. Again. So we'll get like that only. It will be repeated. There is no finite. Okay. So these numbers are called non-terminating recurring decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay. Non-terminating recurring decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal. How can you write this one, children? 6.666. It will be repeated so many times. So how can you write? 6 bar. 6.6 bar. And what do you call this decimal? Non-terminating recurring decimal or non-terminating repeating decimal. Okay, ma'am. Next, in non-terminating and recurring decimals, we are having again two decimals. What are those? Pure recurring decimals, mixed recurring decimals. So in the non-terminating recurring decimal, we are having again two decimals. First one is pure recurring decimal. Pure recurring decimal, and next mixed recurring decimals. What is called pure recurring decimal and what is called mixed recurring decimal? Pure recurring decimal means what? Means if all the digits of the decimal point repeat continuously, then the decimal is called pure repeating decimal. That means this one. After decimal point, it will be repeated. Okay. After decimal point, after this number will be repeated. So this one is called pure recurring decimal. Okay. This one is called pure recurring decimal. Example 6.6 bar. After decimal point, this number will be repeated. So this is called pure recurring decimal. And what is mixed recurring decimal? Mixed recurring decimal means if some digits after the decimal point do not repeat and some digits repeat, then the decimal is called mixed recurring decimal. That means see here 0.72 bar. After decimal point, here 7 is not repeated. After decimal point here, this number is not repeated. Which number is repeated? 2 is repeated. So this decimal is called mixed recurring decimal. Pure recurring decimal means after decimal point, the number will be repeated. But here mixed recurring decimal means after decimal point, some digits after recurring decimal is there. So that's why it is called mixed recurring decimal. Did you understand now what is the difference between pure recurring and mixed recurring? Okay. Next one. Non-terminating and non-recurring decimal. What is called non-terminating and non-recurring decimal, children? The decimal numbers whose decimal representation is neither terminating nor repeating are called non-terminating and non-recurring decimals. Example 6. 0.1211211112 111112 so on. See here there is no number will be repeated. See decimal point of the 1, 2, 1. Again 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, so on. Here there is no number will be repeated. Okay, it will be so on is there, but there is no remainder. So that decimals are called non-terminating, non-recurring decimal. So what do you call this one? Non-terminating, non-recurring decimal. Okay, ma'am? So there is no and there is no number will be repeated here. So that decimal is called non-terminating, non-recurring decimal. Did you understand, ma'am? And next the topic is period and periodicity. What is called period and what is called periodicity? The digits which are present in the recurring part is called period of the recurring decimal. See here, Here 6 is repeated. What do you call that one? Period. Okay. What do you call? Period. And what is the periodicity? How many digits repeated? How many digits repeated here? One digit only is repeated. So that is called periodicity. Here see. Here, what is the period? 2 is the period. And what is the periodicity? How many digits repeated? Only one digit repeated. So, 1 is the periodicity. Did you understand difference between period and periodicity? What now? Okay. Today, I will send some pics to you. Bits. I will send the pics in the group. You have to do the bit and send it to me. That is the homework for you. Okay, ma'am? Goodbye.